Hello and welcome to Protect Ukraine Now YouTube channel. My name is Alek Kasman and I lead the efforts of this organization. Lately in the news, there's a lot of talk about allowing Ukraine to hit Russian assets with the US-made weapons. This article from Axios, posted a day ago, titled, "Let Ukraine Strike Targets in Russia with Weapons US Provided, Lawmakers Urge Biden." The Defense Department should allow Ukraine to use US-provided weapons on specific targets within Russian territory, a group of bipartisan representatives said in a letter on Monday. The Biden administration had banned the use of US-made weapons to strike inside Russia in an effort to keep the conflict from spreading. There's indeed a document addressed to Secretary Austin, urging him to authorize the use of US-provided weapons to strike targets within Russian territory under certain circumstances. This letter is also asking for additional training for F-16 pilots and for more air defense for Ukraine. This document is signed by Michael Turner, chairman of Committee on Intelligence, Jim Hems, ranking member of the House, and a lot of other Congress people. So why I'm showing this document, it is very clear that the US government is not a unique body, and we have a clear conflict between the administration and some of the members of the Congress. Moving on, Lithuanian foreign minister says Ukraine must be allowed to strike Russian territory with Western arms. Here's another article from Yahoo News. America ban on Ukraine using US-supplied weapons to hit targets in Russia creates sanctuary for Putin army. The refusal by America and other countries in the West to allow weapons supplied to Ukraine to be fired at targets inside Russia is creating a sanctuary from where Vladimir Putin army can prepare and launch attacks, say military experts. So in this article, the problem is clearly exposed. Russia is able to accumulate their assets right across large cities, like, for example, Kharkiv, and attack it from safety of their own territory, because Ukraine is not allowed to use US long-range weapons against those very much legit targets. Here's another article from CBC News. Ukraine has US weapons it can't use in Russian territory. Will that change? That's a great question, and I'm sure many of you would like to know the answer to this question as well. Yet, ABC News from a day ago reports Austin says expectation is Ukraine won't use US weapons outside its territory despite Russian advance. So obviously there's a difference in opinion between Secretary Austin and some of the Congress people. Now, why do I show you the news and talk about the disconnect between some fractions of the government? The thing is, Ukraine really needs your support. Cities like Kharkiv are hit very hard. And if we do not stop those glide bombs, if we do not stop attacks against Ukraine civilians and the military, the front line may collapse, the cities like Kharkiv may fall, and this is not something we want to see happen. What we can and should do is support US congressmen who stand for the right of Ukraine to defend itself, for the right of Ukraine to use US-made weapons against Russian assets, even if they're located on Russian Federation territory. Those Congress people need your help. They need to hear from you. They need to know they're doing the right thing. They need your support. Those Congress people who are still on the fence and they're not sure if they need to join the crowd that currently is pressing against Biden administration to provide those capabilities to Ukraine. They need additional encouragement. They, again, need your phone call. They need your letter. At Protect Ukraine Now, we have tried our best to help you as much as we could to make that phone call to your members of the Congress or send them a letter. You are looking at Protect Ukraine Now website. If you go to protectukrainenow.org and click on the Call to Congress link at the top, you're going to see a form that allows you to find your members of the Congress by entering your address. Down below, you can see a sample text of a message you should deliver to your members of the Congress. Here we show an example of what you could say. Obviously, you should feel free to use your own words or paraphrase the message you find below. However, feel free to just read it off the paper or your phone screen. There are several important issues to talk about. Number one is allow the use of US weapons to strike within the territory of Russian Federation. Another very important issue is stopping glide bomb attacks. They are a big problem for Ukrainian cities and front lines, and they can be taken care of with Patriot systems. Patriot Pack 2 or Pack 3 will do this job quite well, and we need to be asking for these air defense capabilities from the US government, in particular the Biden administration. They have the ability to send those weapons right away. You can also send a letter to your members of the Congress with the same ask. If you're not comfortable making phone calls, please go to the letter to Congress section and send a pre-written document where we explain in details of what needs to happen in order for Ukraine to mitigate the situation with air raids, glide bombs, and also we explain the need to allow Ukraine military to hit Russian assets with the US-made weapons. As we talked about many times on this channel, your participation is very important. Aside from attending rallies or sending donations to various organizations that help Ukraine, you should also call your representatives. You need to be in touch with them. They need to hear from you in order for them to act. Those members of the Congress who already support Ukraine, and as you can see, doing a lot to help current situation, they need your support. They need to know they're doing the right thing. They need to hear from their constituents. Those who are still undecided as well need that phone call. So again, please use our website. You can use any other resource to find the contact information for your members of the Congress. You can use your own words to request assistance for Ukraine. You don't need to use Protect Ukraine Now website. This is only yet another resource to make it easy for you to get in touch with your members of the Congress. We very much appreciate you taking the time to do so. Also, if you find this video important, please send it to your friends and family. Ukraine needs support right now, and your phone call is very important. Thank you very much.